Alright, let me mention something up front here. This episode and the next two are going to be completely different. Originally, I was going to review all three of these in one episode, but it turns out doing one episode of all three of them wasn't nearly enough to contain the amount of rage I have with these Confines of Lost Potential. So I decided to save my final thoughts until the end of this anime trilogy. So do not expect any final thoughts in the end of this episode and the one after that. With that said, let's begin. The production of these movies are going to be short and sweet. In August of 2016, Toho announced that an animated Godzilla film was being developed, targeted for a 2017 release. Gen Urobuchi, I hope I got that name right, was announced as the writer, Kobun Shizuno and Hiroyuki Sashita as the directors, and Polygon Pictures was announced as the studio that would animate the film. Also, Polygon Pictures? I would rather take Madhouse with Studio Trigger, JC Staff, A1 Pictures, David Production, or Kyoto Animation over Polygon Pictures. Hell, I would even take Ghibli, for God's sake. In January 2017, Urobuchi announced the main cast on his Twitter account. In March later that year, Toho announced that the film would be the first film in a new trilogy, which should have been a red flag from the very beginning. During the production, co-director Shizuno stated, "From the start, we had the blessing of Toho to not be constrained by previous entries in the franchise, and with the freedom of imagination offered by animation, I feel we have come up with a cool new form for Godzilla." On Godzilla's new design, co-director Sashita stated, "With his masses of muscle fibers and unique body tissue to support his enormous bulk, this is an extraordinarily rugged-looking physique. It was an overwhelming presence that reverberated through the whole project, like a fearsome deity that even we who created it must prostrate ourselves before. That is our Godzilla." I'm pretty sure he was literally talking out of his ass, but whatever you say, Shashita. Also, the English dub was produced by Post Haste Digital, who I am unfamiliar with. The end result was Godzilla Planet of the Monsters, released theatrically in Japan on November 17th, 2017, and on Netflix 2 months later, in 2018. Believe it or not, I had to get a Netflix subscription in order to see this movie, and of all the movies that I could have watched, all the brilliant shows that I could have watched, this was not one of them. But I'm doing this so you don't have to. When I come back from this 2-minute break, we'll get into the plot itself. Captain Kurosaki bears a seething hatred towards Godzilla, who killed his parents during the exodus from Earth. He believes the planet selected for colonization, Taui, is uninhabitable, and tries to force the ship's community to rescind the order to send the elderly, including his grandfather, to scout the planet. Haro is arrested and then witnesses the exploratory shuttle explode while entering the planet's atmosphere. He then anonymously publishes a classified essay on Godzilla's weak points provided by the ex-priest named Metphius. This sways public opinion among the population, forcing the Central Committee into returning to Earth after deciding that they are unlikely to find another habitable world. The Ahlström arrives in Earth orbit and sends reconnaissance drones to scout the surface, with which to reveal that Godzilla is still alive. Metphius arranges Haro's bail, and he explains to the committee that Godzilla has a vulnerability. It is an electromagnetic pulse-producing organ in its body which generates an asymmetrical permeable shield, I guess that's how you say it, making it impervious to all damage except for a short period when the organ recycles. Haro proposes using that window to crack the shield organ and quickly implant an EMP probe into Godzilla to cause an implosion from the resulting energy buildup. He stresses that the close quarters combat would be needed for accurately coordinated attacks in order to find the organ, and requests a force of 600 people to implement the plan. When Haro and the two battalions reach Earth's surface, they learn that almost 20,000 years have elapsed due to its questionable effects. Also, Godzilla's presence on the planet has radically altered Earth's biosphere. They suffer losses and damages to their landing ships by flying creatures called servums, I don't care. The remaining troops mobilize and soon encounter Godzilla himself. Haro proceeds with the original plan on his own and attacks Godzilla before Leland intervenes and provokes Godzilla. His death allowing the others to learn Godzilla's weak point is in his dorsal fins. Command falls to Metphius, who promotes Haro to commander. That's a dumb idea, as the human convinces the remaining survivors to continue with the plan and defeat Godzilla. Good luck with that. The group managed to trap Godzilla within a collapsed mountain pass, where they succeed in killing the monster. However, it appears to only been an offspring, and the original Godzilla, which has grown to exponentially to 300 meters in height, Jesus Christ, emerges from beneath a nearby mountain and destroys most of the remaining crew. Apparently, this Godzilla turned into One Punch Man without all the punching. Trapped beneath rubble, Haro watches Godzilla leave while vowing to kill it before losing consciousness. After the credits have passed, Haro wakes up in a secluded area and sees an indigenous girl standing right next to him. Oh joy, I cannot wait for that sequel. Now, like I said in the beginning, I will not give you my final thoughts until the entire trilogy is done with. In the meantime, I guess I can look up other anime shows since I'm still on Netflix. Alright, let's see here. What's this? JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. I did hear about it from multiple people who says it's good. See to believe, I guess. I'll give it a shot.